Okay. All right, welcome to grade 3 Braille, and we are finishing up exercise 27. This is Kristen, and I'll be leading us. We have Jessica and Mary so far. Oh, in the Braille, yeah, okay, so we have 3. But before we get started, I want to remind everyone that we are on YouTube. So if you're new, go to YouTube and search grade numeral 3 Braille, and you'll find our channel and you can hit subscribe, and that way you can view all the past recordings. So if you're just getting started with us, like Jessica, you can go in and go back to the very beginning. We've been doing this class for over a year now. So we have plenty of recordings, and all of our classes are aired on YouTube. So with that in mind, and we also have a grade 3 Braille flashcard system. Mary Hop was kind enough to make that up. It's on the flashcards. There's an app called Accessible Flashcards. So we have that to help you teach some of the signs. I have a couple BRFs that I've lent people. They're just my own notes, and some are from grade3braille.com, which no longer exists, but it was run by a man named Mike. And so if any of that appeals to you, or if you think that you're going to really try to learn the code and catch up to us, feel free to get in touch. The email that I give out is braillemailbox@gmail.com. Braille spelled out, mailbox@gmail. So even if you're new, we would love to help you catch up. With that, we will go into exercise 27. We are on number 18. So I'm going to read out the dot positionings, and then we can kind of decipher it together. So if you have a Braille note or slate and stylus or whatever you use, Orbit readers are great for that.
Okay,
one
more second.
Hannah,
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 you can talk.
Perfect.
Or unmute yourself. There you go. There you go. Okay, go ahead.
All right, welcome, Hannah. So number 18, I'm going to read it out first, and I'll give everyone a couple seconds to get something to write with. We have .45E AND E space orchard, as in grade 2, space that space BLO 46M like Mary, S like Sam, space 456.2 lower h, P like Paul, TH sign, space 456.23 S like Sam, space lower F like Frank, HM, space, and the F like Frank, R, 56T, so that's and the FR 56T space LW WH sign, period. So if anyone needs that repeated, let me know, but otherwise we can start to diagram it. All right, does anyone have any idea of the 45E?
It's each.
Yes. Each, so each and then the grade 2 contraction for E, which we should all know. Every. So each and every orchard that BLO 46MS, which is kind of self-explanatory.
Speak up, Hannah. We can't hardly hear you, hon.
Blossoms?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Each and every orchard that blossoms 456.2
Along
along, and then lower h we all know is
his
along his path. And then we have 456 lower b, like boy.
Belongs.
Mhm.
Yeah, belong, singular. So each and every orchard that blossoms along his path belongs, they added the S, to him and the FR46T.
560.
560.
Oh, 56, yep.
Fruit.
Yep. And then LWWH,
Likewise.
likewise.
Yeah.
Each and every orchard that blossoms along his path belongs to him, and the fruit likewise. Okay. And we just have a couple more, but they're longer ones. So 19, I'm going to read the dot positionings. Let's see if it's all, yes, it is all one sentence. So we have dot 4 THE dot, oh, is it 4 or 5?
I think it's
The four, that 4I.
4
yeah,
I.
Okay.
that's what I thought.
Dot 4 THE dot 4I dot 45 O dot 45 of RS, like Sam, space W for Will, space, and then like a hyphen, so 36, it's not the hyphen, but 36456.2 with sign U, comma, space 45 ED dot 4 GH semicolon space.
You know if they installed any Braille or,
I think, Kristen, I think
There's-
after the 4GH,
No. Just the
Oh, it
period.
isn't a space. Okay.
the period.
It's not a period. It's dot 4 GH, and then it's a
256.
lower B.
No, it's 256.
256.
Oh,
For
that's
I.
not what I have. That's weird.
That's what I
You
have.
know what?
256.
It's gonna come out right with 256 only because I know that's what
Yeah.
Nancy dictated, but it will be right.
Right.
Okay,
256
well,
will
let's go
be
with
right.
that.
What are you
Sorry.
guys
And then-
reading?
We're reading, so all these exercises come from the Hadley book of
Okay,
grade 3 Braille.
Oh, okay, because I have not heard of grade 3 Braille.
Yeah.
I have a friend who is visually impaired, but I have not heard of grade 3 Braille. What's the difference?
Grade 3 is a shorthand, so it's not very widely used in this day and age with technology, but it's
Okay.
a shorthand that was developed longer ago when they had slate and styluses as their primary note-taking. And so it builds on grade 2. It adds more contractions and more rules of
Yeah, because
spacing.
grade 1 and grade 2, grade 1 Braille is uncontracted, and then grade 2 Braille is contracted.
Yes, and this is a more, it's a denser contraction set.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's, yes. So let me find where we were after that spot. We
Okay,
were
so you can
on-
just listen, okay?
Who, me?
I think it was Courtney that was talking.
Oh, yeah.
You can just listen, okay? Is that
All
good?
right, we'll do.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you.
Okay.
dot 4 GH period, and then 456 R ING
I-
space.
Dot
Well,
4.
Kristen, I have only have
Yeah.
dot 4R.
Oh, this is 456. I'm looking right at the book.
Actually, yeah, they are.
Shouldn't that be, while they are representing, shouldn't that be
Yeah,
a 4R?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I wonder if your and Nancy's books are not quite the same there because, anyway.
Well, they,
Don't want to mess you up, but let's see what happens.
because
Well,
the
they are
dot 456R, let me look. Dot 456R
What's
is regular.
Yeah, and with the ing after it, regularly,
Yeah.
it should be 4R.
Huh. Okay. Yeah.
Or it
Dot
could be
four- we'll
or,
go-
couldn't it? Regular or.
No,
Yeah.
not
Oh,
they
regular-
are representing.
regular
what
or
that's what it says.
alternate
Mm.
delegates is what I
Maybe
think.
that,
Oh,
yeah,
Yeah, I think
yes,
it's
then
supposed
you're
to be
right.
dots 4,
Then
5,
I'm
6
wrong.
are.
That,
Mhm.
I wrote that wrong then, Kristen. You're correct. So it should be 456R, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so that's regular. Okay.
Yeah. And I really think that dot 4GH with the
Yeah.
with that 2-3 after it, I think that's supposed to be because there's no space in between that and the regular.
So
Oh,
it must be
oops.
the word be, huh?
Yeah.
AB
Regular
Could be
or
regular or.
or, yeah, whole different
Alternate.
sentence. Yeah. Okay. Oh,
Yeah,
I apologize for that. I'm
just
glad
a
you.
couple dots can change the whole meaning of the sentence.
It sure
Yeah.
does, yeah. So if you will correct yours, Mary, then.
Okay, I did.
I will
Okay,
too.
so
Yeah.
I'm going to read
Yeah.
it from that part. So
Sure.
from the
Thanks, Kristen. Mm-hmm.
yeah. Let's see, dot 4GH dots 2-3, no
Mhm.
space, dots
Right.
456R ing space
Mhm.
ALTERN lower J space DELEGTZ comma space ER space SH space 456 O or 456 OWGH comma space ING space is that a dot
3.
3 and then dots 4-5 L dot 4 of GH comma space UWH space of 456 OU dot 5 GH S like Sam dots 5-6 lower J space dot 3 THE HOTL period.
Wow.
Yikes.
Yeah. And the reason I do read it, if anyone wonders why I'm reading this so precisely, we do have several students who are in the UK and otherwise overseas, and they follow us just on YouTube. So that way I get their emails, but that way they can participate and follow along. So we will start dot 4 THE. Does anyone want to start it with us?
Then
Yeah. Dot
is it
4
THEN?
R. Then if,
Other,
yeah. dot
Officers?
4.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Will come along with us.
Yeah. Comma.
whether they be regular or alternate delegates, comma.
Yeah.
a question
We-
about delegate. Kristen, did you have the J for the DE and delegates? 'Cause you just read it as DE, but Audrey has JLE and so forth.
Oh, the book has DEL.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Wow.
That's
It should be a-
interesting.
Because
Is it-
it doesn't make a D sound. It's like
Yeah.
decide or you know. debug or something. So does the rule mean that you can use DE even if it's Dell or demonstrate or something like that? I thought you could use the J for DE in those cases.
Maybe it's only like for a prefix, like
That's how I use
derail.
it, just for prefix.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Decide, define.
Depend. Yeah.
That's how I
Yeah.
use it.
Wow, I
okay.
never thought of that before.
Yeah.
You can. I mean, again, grade 3 is not a systematic code anymore. It is and it isn't. You can if that's how it makes sense for you, but I do think the rules just define it as a prefix.
We have a question. You want to take that?
Yeah, go ahead.
Courtney, go ahead and unmute.
I do have a question. Where can I get a whatever book you guys are reading?
So it isn't widely available anymore, but we do give out the exercises in BRF. So we
Okay.
have 2 copies among us. And if you want to email me at that Braille mailbox at gmail.com, we will get you added to our list to send out the exercises.
Okay. Where I need paper.
We're going to move on, but I will give that email again at the end.
And then we also have an area code 347. We don't know who you are, so you can unmute and tell us who you are, please.
347. That's New York, isn't it?
I don't
think.
Hello. Hello. My
Hi.
name is Mary Connor. I'm just joining you today because I teach Braille 1 and 2, but I would love to know grade 3 Braille, more of it. And I was wondering the same thing, where we can get the exercises from to read grade 3 Braille. Because that's like
Yeah.
shorthand or something.
It is. And we're about at least 3/4 the way done with the course at this point, but we do have it all archived on YouTube. And then we will be meeting after the course is concluded on, say, a bi-weekly or monthly basis to just review things. But yeah, feel free to keep listening. And at the end, I will repeat things like the email address and how to get in touch with us.
And Kristen,
Okay.
if I may,
You'd have a phone number too?
I'm not comfortable giving that out in this capacity, but I will give you the email when we conclude this session.
excuse me,
Okay.
Kristen?
Yeah.
Kristen,
Thank you.
It's also, you probably mentioned it before I came on, but for the new people, also, if you are members of the National Library Service, you can get the 2 books that we'll, I don't want to interrupt Kristen's
No,
lesson,
go
but at the end, there are 2 books that we also always refer to. And those books have the all kinds of exercises in the lists of everything. So this book that Kristen and Nancy have is like gold, because there's only 2 Braille copies. And I have put some lessons into BRFs, but we did not start in the beginning with doing BRF. So if, when you email Kristen, I can share what we have. And as you see now and then I have made an error and we just correct it. It's so easy to make an error with a dot here or there. And we corrected that. So the NLS is what I really am recommending, that you look at the 2 books that you can get on the list and fill out the application, and you can keep those books. So again, I don't want to take it from what we're doing now, but at the end, we can talk about that again and give the titles.
Yes, exactly. Okay, so just hang tight.
One more,
We have a lot
Kristen,
of new people. Yeah.
I looked in the Rodenberg book, and delegates they do spell out DEL.
Okay.
In the Rodenberg
Yes.
book.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do they
I thought
outline
too.
the second E, Bob?
Yes, they do.
Oh,
They do?
Oh,
Wow.
Oh.
Yeah.
What is that?
They outline it's DELGTZ.
Okay,
Oh,
Wow.
I wondered about that.
because the book doesn't do that, right, Kristen?
No, it's DELE.
Interesting.
Yeah, that is.
I'll check Ruth's book.
Alexa,
but,
what's the weather for
Lou's
tomorrow?
book doesn't, you know.
Tomorrow, there will be snow.
Oh,
Can you
The
mute,
high is
Lucy?
31 degrees
I don't know
Fahrenheit
who-
and a low of
Oh,
22 degrees.
I'm sorry.
Mute.
thank you.
Okay, so, and on the webinar controls, so we do typically allow everyone to remain unmuted to help diagram sentences. But if you're going to take a phone call or ask Siri a question, please hit that mute button on your screen. You can double tap the mute, or if you're on a phone, hit *6. But we do appreciate if you could mute if you're doing things and multitasking. So back to our sentence. Let's see.
After
Delegates, comma, and then we shall, and then we have 456 OW. Does anyone know what that is?
Allow.
Allow.
Yeah. And then GH, them, comma, ing alone, which we know is or, space, .3, 45L.
At least.
At least.
Yeah. .4 of.
Offer.
Yeah. And then the GH, comma, which we know is them, space, UWH.
Use.
Yeah. Of, and then 456 OU.
Our.
And then .5 GH.
Special.
Special, yeah.
And then there's an S, so specials.
Specials.
And then 5/6 lower J.
I think that S is part of the 5/6 lower
Yes.
J
Oh,
word.
okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
It
okay,
is.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I
S
thought.
5/6 lower J.
Special
Suite.
sweets.
SUITE.
Okay, yeah. Special
Yeah.
suite space .3 THE.
At
So
the
at the HOTL. So they outlined.
hotel.
So hotel.
Hotel.
Okay. So
Kristen,
does
could
anyone
we-
have any?
could-
Yeah.
Could we have, before we go to 20, could we have, since we worked so hard at diagramming it, could Mary read it all the way through since she has the whole thing? Because it's just so
Yeah,
nice to
go
hear
ahead.
it beautifully read afterwards.
Okay.
Thanks, Mary.
Then, if other officers will come along with us, whether they be regular or alternate delegates, we shall allow them, or at least offer them, use of our special suite at the hotel.
Yeah.
Thank you. It's just so nice to hear it.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Audrey.
Okay. 20 is a bit longer. So there are, let me count how many sentences. I think I'll just 2, 3, oh wow, yeah. 4, 5, 6 sentences. So
Oh, that's
we will-
pretty long.
yeah, I will read it sentence by sentence and we'll just stop at each sentence and we'll diagram. So we have O 36 space INA space 456 ED THE sign M or no space 45N space 46Z space
36.
oh 36Z space between as in grade 2 space the earth space and the sun space and shut off shut space off 456 OU V like Victor, dot
Ooh,
6W space of the main space part of the sun, period. And I'm only reading as words what's in grade 2.
Well, do you mind repeating what came after off? I got a little lost there.
Okay, let's see. And shuts space off space 456 OU V like Victor, capital or just dot 6W space of the main MAIN sign space part of the sun, period. Okay, anyone want to give it a try?
once in a while,
Yep.
the moon
Comes. Oh.
The
between
moon
the
comes between, yep, the
yeah,
earth and
between
the
the earth and
sun
the sun,
and shuts off our
our view
view of the main part
part of
of
the
the
sun.
sun.
The sun.
Sorry, I helped you out. And then we have, I'll read the second one. That's a new sentence. ER space S like Sam dot 4 space T space dot 5 THE dots 25 dot 2 ECLP WH space of the sun, period.
We saw that.
There
We
is
we say that.
Oh, so say,
Yeah.
excuse me.
say that.
I said it and I saw it and I say it. Sorry.
We say that there
Is an eclipse
Uh-huh.
of the
of
sun.
the sun,
sun.
period. Next sentence. IN dot 2 ECLP WH A
That's comma.
space, oh, comma, space,
Comma.
yeah. So WH comma, space, part of the sun, space, that, space, 45D N space, usually, as in grade 2, space, show, space, 36Z space, into SGHT space, or period, SGHT, period.
In an eclipse, comma.
Part of the sun that
That does
does
Is
not
not
usually show.
then
Yeah, we
comes
36, yeah, comes
Into sight.
into sight. And they outlined that I because it can be before the GH. So,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
You know, it's interesting here that the 36Z, the first time I looked at it a few minutes ago, I had to figure, now I just remember it as this is what comes in practice. I just remember it now as a word.
Yeah,
It comes-
comes,
it
just
does
comes
look
to you.
funny.
It does.
After a
comes-
while, comes to you.
We have a raised hand, but I think we should wait till we get done with this group. of
We'll finish this
sentences.
section, yeah.
Yeah.
We have TH sign 3-5
2-5.
or 2-5. The SUN apostrophe S space CORONA, corona.
This
This
is
is
The sun
the
is
sun's
corona.
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 period, and then space X 25 N space S like Sam space B.5R Z the main as in grade 2 space part of the sun period. That's easy.
It is not
is
so
not so
bright
bright.
as the main part of the sun.
Period. And then XGLOWS space with a space PQ space LGHT period. So it
It glows with a pale light.
period. Yeah. STS space X25C 456 ED space the sun apostrophe S space HALO. It. Oh, here we go. Sometimes.
Somebody.
It is called
Yeah.
the sun's halo.
Sun's halo.
Right.
Perfect. We are done with exercise 27.
Yay.
So we will.
All right.
Yes, we will get a start on lesson 28. And I think that is our last lesson on, no, maybe not. I was thinking it was our last one on word signs, but I don't think so. No, I lied.
We have the Stingblare signs coming up, I believe, or is it?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So we are on, this is lesson 28, two-celled word signs, part 10.
Oh,
And
wow.
again, I will remind everyone that if you're getting a little confused on these signs, or if you want a reference sheet, just email me, and I have a document that I kind of look off of. It has all of the contractions that we've ever done in this course in one document. So I kind of use that as my reference card, but if anyone would like that, let me know. And we have our first word is dot 4 lower F, like Frank. Dot 4 lower F, and that is together.
Excuse me,
I don't know how
Kristen,
to
I have
get.
a question. I'm brailing this now. The last lesson had them in each contraction in two-cell bracket, a bracket of full cell around each. Is this done the same way? Okay.
Yes, there's a full cell, dot 4 lower F, full cell.
Okay, thank you.
And you might want to write it. Yeah, if other people are just taking their own notes, I would use those full cells. It just helps to find if it's, I'm even questioning, is it dot 4, dot 5? So it just helps you a little bit.
It does help.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
And I don't know how they got together out of dot 4F. Don't ask me.
Maybe Bob knows.
No, but the T, low F stands for the word two.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah,
And
that makes
Oh,
sense.
well, yeah.
All of this on,
Never
yeah.
thought of it.
Well, that works. Yeah.
For those people who remember the old English Braille.
Yeah.
Our next one, we have dot 5 lower F is toward. Not towards, but toward. After that, dots 4, 5 lower F is to TOO.
Oh.
So it's too hot, or I'd like to come to, not to the store. So that is dots 4, 5 lower F. Dots 4, 5, 6 lower F is 2 TWO, the number 2. 4, 5,
That's cool
6
how they did these.
Yeah.
Twos.
Question.
fours.
Mhm.
I think the numbers have all been a lot of the numbers have been contracted in one way or the other. For example, 3, if I'm not mistaken, was a TH sign and R. And I think 4 was FR, 5 is FV, 6 is SX. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Not around. Yeah, and 7 is SVEN. So yeah, so that's all.
That's good.
Yeah, I'm glad you pointed that out. Dots 4 lower G is giving. 4 lower G, giving. And they do give an example on this one. And they do the 4 sign, dots 4 lower G is for giving.
Giving. Oh.
Ah.
I don't like that example because it almost looks like a dot locator.
Yeah.
It does,
True.
doesn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for giving. The 4 sign dot 4 lower G.
Or Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
That
that'd
would
be a
be
better
good.
example.
Yeah.
Dot 5 lower G is gave or give. Dot 5 lower G is give.
Okay.
And you could also do forgive here. But they have the example of dot 5 lower GS is gives. And dot 5 lower GR is giver.
Oh.
And they do forgive differently. They do 4 sign GV.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
You know
Now-
why? I'm finding
Why?
because they don't want the 4, 5 and to be confused with diphthongs. You see, so
Oh.
you see in the word quickly, in the word quickly, they did use the 4, 5 Q because that was at the beginning of the word and it couldn't be confused with a diphthong. But if any of the dot 4 or 4, 5 signs could be confused with a diphthong and it didn't save space, they preferred you use alternate way of writing.
Oh, I get that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
no, they shouldn't have given forgiving then, because
Right. True.
that dot 4 looks like it could be a diphthong. I mean, we know it's
I think
not.
the word
but-
give, they didn't want to outline give in the word forgiving. They didn't want to leave out the I in giving because it's the root of the word. It happens to have a prefix before it, for, but because the actual word is giving, they kept the I. You'd have to keep the I, and therefore you would take extra space if you didn't use the dot 4G.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Makes sense, but it's all confusing.
Yeah.
And then they give forgiveness. They have
Oh.
4 sign GV dot 56S.
So much for my theory.
Yeah, forgiveness.
Actually, that NESS, the 5, 6 is even a little confusing. Or, I mean, it could be.
Well, they were
Mhm.
inconsistent there with their
Mhm.
examples.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Mm.
next one is great, and that is 4, 5 lower G. 4,
Oh, yeah.
5 lower G is great. And they have greatness. 4, 5 lower G. 5, 6S.
Oh, wow.
So how about greatly? 4, 5
I-
lower G, 4, 5?
I assume, yeah.
Could you do that?
I think
4,
so.
5. Yeah, I don't see
Kind
why
of like
not.
quickly, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow.
Then we have 4, 5, 6 lower G is gave or given. So either past or past participle.
Uh-huh.
And the example they have is forgave. Oh, they just give, says,
Hmm.
oh yeah, they give the example forgave or forgiven. So they do full cell, 4, 5, 6, lower G.
Huh.
Could be either forgave or forgiven.
Oh.
Mhm.
And then dot 4, lower h is he. I like that because lower h is his and dot 4, lower h is he.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
Dot 5, lower h is house. And they give the example housing. So dot 5, lower h g.
How about house
Or-
mother? House mother.
Yeah, you
Oh,
could.
yeah,
Mhm.
that's a good one.
Mhm.
Or houses, they just do dot 5, lower h s. And then our next one, we have 4, 5, lower h is here, like you hear with your ear. So yeah, the dot 5h is here, like I'm here, and dot 4, 5, lower h is here, H-E-A-R. Example, they did here's, 4, 5, lower h-s, and heart, 4, 5, lower h-t,
Oh.
and hearth, 4, 5, lower h, w-h,
Oh, house.
and hardy.
What is that one? What is that one? That 4, 5, H, W,
Hearse.
H?
Hearse.
Yeah, like a funeral hearse.
Funeral hearse.
A few.
Oh.
Okay, I
Yeah.
wasn't
How about
thinking along those
rehearse?
lines right then.
Could
Ah,
you
rehearse.
do
rehearse.
Oh, that,
rehearse?
yeah. Hearse.
Uh-huh.
Like
H-E-A-R-S-E.
rehearse.
I
The
Oh,
guess
yeah,
you
OW
could
sign.
put, yeah, WH in front of,
That's right.
You mean OW?
oh yeah,
OW for
yeah.
me. So then is first 4, 5, low H, S-E contraction, W-H, the 1, 5, 6?
Yes,
Yeah.
so it's 4,
Okay.
5, lower H, WH.
Okay.
Kristen, how do they write hers? H-E-R-S? Or do they?
Let's see if they have, they don't
I
have
have it in
that.
Ron. Well, I have
Oh,
it
here
in
it is.
Edinburgh, and I'll tell you.
Okay,
I
hers,
Yeah.
they have 4, 5, 6, lower H, S.
Well,
Yeah.
interesting. Roddenberg disagrees entirely with that. It
Ooh.
says H-E-R sign S, not 8, 4, 5, 6 H-S.
I wonder why.
Oh.
It doesn't save any space.
No. I don't know. You know,
Oh.
again, remember, this is not an exact science. As we said.
Yeah, I say do it the
Yeah.
way you want to.
Yeah.
They never agreed on this.
Because grade 3 is not about saving dots as much as it's
Yeah.
about saving space. So
Yeah.
hers is 3 spaces either way.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the last example when we talked about hearse, the last example was hardy, and that's 4, 5, lower h. And what is that? 4, 5, lower h. 5, 6.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. The
Oh
TY,
yeah.
okay.
TY. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, like you ate a hearty meal.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Heartless.
Yeah.
Oh,
Anything.
yeah. You could do a lot. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Then we have 4, 5, 6, lower h is her. So
Right.
it blends in with he and his.
Mm-hmm.
4, 5, 6, lower h. And then we talked about the hers. They have it 4, 5, 6, lower h s, although you don't have to contract it if you don't want to. And then they have herself. They have HERF, parentheses HERF. They're showing it has not changed.
Why? I wonder. wonder what their reasoning is for doing the 456 HS and then
Or lower H.
HERF. I mean,
456 lower
456 lower
HS.
HS.
And then parentheses
And then-
HERS. They're showing that's how they've contracted it.
Yeah. huh.
I'm wondering if that's because the 456 lower H pretty much just means hers. It almost come out herf, whereas the HER sign F is a short form for herself. I don't know. That's just what I thought when I saw
Maybe
it.
that does have something to do with it.
No, it's weird they put HERF parentheses HERF.
Yeah, it is.
Huh. Very
But
weird.
okay, I guess if you're considering how to write herself, there's only one way to do it. And then we have dot 4 IN sign is inside.
Oh.
Example insider dot 4 INR.
Remember, side was 4Z.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And then we have dot 5 IN is instant. If you want it in an instant, that's how you write it. And then we have instantly, so dot 5 IN dots 4 5.
Oh.
Then we have dots 4 5 IN is instead 4 5 IN. And then we have 4 5 6 IN is interest.
Oh.
And let's see, did they give an example? They did. Interesting. So 4 5 6 IN ING is interesting.
Okay.
Now we have dot 4 lower j is writing. WRITING. Dot 4 lower j. Dot 5 lower j is write. WRITE, the verb to write.
Why would they have two separate signs for those words? I mean, why couldn't they just do like one for write and then you
I
could?
know.
Yeah, that's
Like
weird.
like the other verbs, this
Yeah.
actually follows the pattern. Remember, a W is a drop is a J with a dot 6. So that's the relationship between the J and the W here. And the 4 is the ing. The 4 5 is the S at the end of the word, and then the 4 5 6 is the past tense, and the dot 5 would be the present.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
yeah.
It's perfect.
Okay.
It's really, this one really fits the pattern.
Yeah, it's basically like conjugating a verb in Spanish.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, like doing, does, done. Now, and
Mhm.
it just so
Does.
happens that grade 2 has a D sign, so you don't, dot 5D is day, but you know, so anyway, that's,
That makes sense. Does is 4 5D. That's the plural.
yeah, and so, yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. So right dot 5J, and then we have, of course, right is dot 4 5J. And we have one more 4 5 6 lower j is written or wrote. 4 5 6 lower j. And that is it for those signs. Does anyone have any they want me to repeat? Do you think you missed any?
I didn't miss them, but I sure as heck don't remember them.
Little comment.
Yeah.
Oh my.
We have 10
just
minutes
noticed-
left. I don't think there's time to start the exercise and go over those resources. So I think once we get into the exercise, we might get 2 or 3 done, and it's just easier to start fresh on that.
Courtney has a
Yeah.
question, if you want to
Yeah,
take
go ahead.
that. Okay, Courtney, you can unmute.
Just a question. Why, like, you said space. Like, is it in grade 3 Braille, or would you have to like write it out, or?
So when I'm reading the sentences, grade 3 has very different spacing rules than grade 2.
Okay.
So if you're writing it along with me, I'm trying to illustrate how it is visually, how it's spaced. And then by those spacing rules, sometimes it really changes a sentence.
For example, when Kristen would say a sentence like, the people of the world are here, or something like that, and she doesn't say space between that, that's because in grade 3 there is no space between those words.
Okay.
And then it leaves it open when we're discussing a sentence. When we first started diagramming, after that sentence, I will say, does anyone have any questions on why this is spaced the way it is? And then people can say, oh, I'm wondering. And then we go over the spacing rules to better understand it.
And then another question about the underlining. Is it just dots underneath the word or something?
No, it's outlining, she said, outlining,
Oh, okay.
not underlining.
So outlining is a form of condensing.
Okay.
And yeah, you would outline certain vowels within a word, depending on the rules, and that would save space.
Okay.
So yeah, I really encourage you to go onto YouTube, find our channel. I will give you these books here.
Oh,
I
we
will
got
give the
hands
title.
raising here.
Okay.
Hannah.
We might not have time for all of them.
It's Jessica, actually.
Well,
but-
Hannah raised her hand first, hon. So.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh, just run a quick silly comment. I just noticed that inside is .4 in the IN sign and outside is .4 in the OU sign. So I think that'll help me remember them.
Good idea.
Yeah, that's a good observation.
And Bob, I believe, mentioned that .4Z is side. So yeah.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah.
Okay, now Jessica.
You said you had a document with all the contractions. Could I please be emailed that?
If you can email me at braillemailbox@gmail.com, I'll attach it back to you.
Okay.
Okay, that's it.
Okay, so those books that are grade 3, one is The Key to Grade 3 by, let's see, it's Rodenberg. Let me grab his other initials.
Lewis.
L.W. Rodenberg.
Yeah.
And the other one is The Braille Code, A Guide to Grade 3 by Ruth Hayden, Hayden. And those are both on Bard. You can get them as BRF, or you can go to the form to fill out for Braille on Demand, and you can request them as hard copy.
Also, Kristen, just for new people, in case you have learned the grade 2 now, that it's Unified English Braille, this is going to be different, what you're going to be reading. It's going to be written in the grade 2 before that was changed. It was, it's written like almost, 90 or 100 years ago, some of this stuff. And it's, if you are only knowing the new UEB, it's going to be more of a challenge for you to read those books. They're good, they're great books. But if you don't know that grade 2 that we had up until 2012, then that is going to be more of a challenge for you, because we don't use we don't use, in grade 3, we're using that older, the grade 2, that, you know,
EBAE.
yes.
So
So
if you
just
knew
don't wanna see you
Braille,
get tripped up.
yeah, good point. If you knew Braille long enough ago to know what EBAE is, then you'll be fine with grade 3.
Okay, then.
But yeah, that is basically grade 3 in a nutshell. And I do encourage people who are new to come back and listen with us each week. You'll get some contractions, you'll get some familiarity, even though you won't start from the beginning. It will be good.
Well, start out
immersion.
with lesson 1 on the YouTube channel. They're
Oh,
really,
yeah,
really great.
yeah. And
Yeah.
go in order and take notes, really write things down and do the practices from each, that we do, because these lessons took a lot. It takes a lot of time to learn this code. It's really, it does. So you have to go to the beginning, and you have to, I don't mean to be going on have to, but you really do have to practice and write the exercises, because everything is cumulative. So once you do 1 and 2, it's going to build. And now you'll get a taste from what we're doing now. But you really, it's a wonderful code, and we love it. That's why we've been doing it over a year. And, you really will get so much benefit to go to lesson 1.
And you want to get as much practice as you can. I mean, if you don't use it, you lose it. So if you're away from it for a month or so, you really want to be doing it every couple days. So with that, I think I will close us out. Feel free to email me if you want any of those resources. If you want the flashcards, I will get you in touch with Mary Hop.
Yeah, that'd be
And
fine.
yes, and we can get you some of our BRFs. So we really do hope that you will stay with us.
Can you please say the email again, just for the record?
It's Braille, BRAILLE, mailbox, all one word, at gmail.com.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. We'll see everybody next week.
Yeah, thank all of
Thanks
you
for
for
joining us.
coming to help us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bye,
Good
everyone.
night.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks, everybody. Good night.
Good night.
Bye.